That's Techix, according to my map.
Pathfinder Rider, it is wonderful to finally meet you in person. I'm Ari Vestchik, scholar and chronicler. I've followed your activity with great interest.
Chronicler? Like a historian?
Quite so. Denied memory of the past or hope for the future, we become dust in a void.
The past can tell us an awful lot about the present.
Exactly. Our struggles are difficult. We have survived much greater and can do so again. It is my life's work to document the events that shape our world. The arrival of visitors from beyond the galaxy is a significant development, of course.
I'm just hoping we don't turn out to be a significantly bad development.
Nothing you've done approaches the damage caused by the Ket. And speaking of Ket, I wish we knew more about how their invasion started. They must have records of first contact, and we have none of our own.
Where would you get that information?
The Ket are a military people. They must have logs. Perhaps they can be accessed from their base on Vol. Approaching it would be foolhardy. Still, if you find yourself there, please see what you can find.
Why don't the Angara have records of first contact with the Ket?
Those who were there cannot tell their tales. Dead or disappeared. There are stories, rumors. No one knows for sure what happened.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less frantic times. I would love to hear about your people. Yes, Pathfinder.
I'll leave you to your work.
Of course. I hope to speak to you in less frantic times. I would love to hear about your people.
I was just minding my
You're a
own
long
business.
way from home. Need
Enjoying
anything
the
with
fresh
the
air.
journey?
Right. Remember the last time you said that? That was a misunderstanding. I'm pretty sure I didn't misunderstand. You were selling illegal bioweapons for Kadara.
My back's killing me. Get used to it. Part of the job. Just make sure you don't drop the fusion cores.
No one's being cheated. How dare you accuse me in the street? You're a coward.
You're the human who
Called
came from
suicide when
Aya.
we run out of town.
Is it still beautiful there?
The most beautiful world I've seen in the cluster. By a long shot.
I miss it terribly. I was born there. Spent my childhood in warm air and sunlight. I'll never forget how that felt.
What do you sell?
I trade with those who have things they don't need anymore, but who need things I have. Small comforts, nothing of value to you.
What's a small comfort on Vold?
Clothing, tools, art, toys, anything to remind them of happier times. Things they can hold in the dark.
What do you mean, people with things they don't need?
Refugees carrying whatever they grabbed as they fled. The lighter their load, the easier their journey. I pay well.
Why don't you go back?
My life, family, livelihood, they're all here.
Thanks for talking with me.
Thank you for reminding me of Aya.
A human? All the way out here? You must have guts. If anyone can help my people, it's you.
Help with what?
The Ket destroyed a Dar not far from here. Retaliation after the Resistance pushed them out. The people were either killed or driven off. They left everything behind.
Do your people have somewhere to stay?
They're taken care of. But now we have a new problem. I'm a historian. That Dar was home to a priceless Angaran artifact. A map of ancient Vold. I sent 2 of my colleagues to retrieve it, but they run into trouble out there. The Ket came back to finish the job. I need someone to help my people fight their way out.
Don't worry. I'll dig them out of trouble.
You're a lifesaver. I'll give you the nav point for the Dar. Please, hurry.
And that implant amplifies your natural biotic potential.
Yep.
It must act on neuroelectrical impulses. But that seems risky. What sort of transistor does it use?
I don't know.
Mind if I just...
No! It's completely destroyed.
Well executed! That's it. Good work. We're not alone.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder.
Moving out!
Excellent shot.
You okay?
Look, I don't know what Roic said to make you help us, but he lied.
Astra, don't!
Shut up! Roic is a smuggler from Kadara. We all are. Flew here when we heard the Ket were picking off villages. He wants to sell the ancient Fold map to the highest bidder. It's worth a fortune.
Of all the slimy ways to make a few credits.
You steal from my people after they lose everything?
I changed my mind, didn't I?
So why tell me this?
When I got here, when I saw what the Ket did to this place, these people are dealing with enough. They don't need looters taking what little they have left. I want you to take the map to the Resistance where it will do some good.
What about Roic?
He's not a bad guy, just has bad ideas. When we tell him about this place, he'll see reason. Don't be too hard on him, okay? Just take the map to the Resistance.
He made it personal when he lied to me. We're gonna have a chat.
Worth a shot. Either way, thank you.
Environmental temperatures are within acceptable limits. Life support is stable. The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. Environment check. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support is back online.
So many of my family are distinguished. The name carries weight on its own. I didn't want the name to carry me. I want my own story, if that makes any sense.
Plenty. I just can't imagine that much family. I didn't even have one brother or sister.
What? How?
I don't know. Ask my parents.
I'm reading a temperature decrease. I'm reading a temperature decrease. The ambient temperature is normal. Life support at 100%.
Where are my colleagues? You have the map?
You mean the one you wanted to sell on Kadara?
How did... Astra. She grew a conscience again, didn't she? Girl's not cut out for this work. For what it's worth, I've been talking to these people. They have it rougher than I thought. To be honest, I don't know if I would have gone through with it. Well, go ahead. Do what you need to do.
He tried to steal from your people, Jarl. You decide.
Report to the Resistance. If you want to scavenge, you'll do it for your people.
Really?
What he did is terrible. But he snuck his ship past the Ket, and that takes skill. Time to put it to use.
I don't suppose I have a say in this. Fine, I'll play it your way. Stars, do I regret asking you for help?
From this room,
You're
we
in the
keep
clear.
track of our brothers and
Proceed to
sisters in the field.
Pathfinder, I was told to expect you. Davia Kars, Chief Intelligence Officer. I want to brief you on Vold. Any questions about the planet? Ask away.
How does the Resistance plan to win this war?
We don't have the forces to fight a planet-wide war. Our only hope is a strategic strike. The center of all Ket operations on Vold is across the valley. If we take down their command structure, it will weaken them. At least, that is our hope.
Is that a map of Volt?
A living map, yes. Every region on the planet is represented. Updated in real time as we get information from scouts and contacts. You can see the nearest Dara, the Jara Tetchiks, and Yarnik, the archaeological dig the Kett have occupied.
The bright spots on the map, are those cities?
Cities under siege by the Kett, yes. The largest, Estraya, was our capital.
Was?
It's hard to think of a city as a capital when it's just a maze of empty streets and burnt-out buildings. But buildings can be rebuilt. We are more than our cities.
Tell me more about Estraya.
It's the recent focus of Kett attacks. They think they can break our spirit by tearing down our walls. The Kett learned that we fight to the death, and they would rather we submit. So they destroy our Dara, our homes. They drive us into the cold and expect us to give in. They underestimate the Angara.
You mentioned the word Dar. What does it mean?
Well, translated directly, it means rock foundation. A Dar is smaller than a city, but larger than a settlement. There are several out here. Angara who live in Dara are combat trained, ready for anything.
I guess they'd need to be.
They take pride in defending themselves. But the Kett are bolder lately. The Dara are their new target. We've had to change our tactics to protect them. More patrols for the Dara means fewer raids on Kett camps. The Kett know this and use it against us.
A few treasure hunters found this map of ancient Vold. They wanted you to have it.
We thought we lost this when the Dar burned. Look at that detail. With this map, we could plan attacks through old trade routes, ones even the Kett don't know about. Whoever gave this to you deserves our thanks, as do you.
I think I have enough info.
If you need anything else, I'll be here.
I looked over the recruit center.
Got a message from my little brother this morning. He asked when I'm coming home.
I couldn't help it over here.
Oh, now you've gone and involved Ryder in this madness. We have to concentrate on saving the Moshai, Hana, not your vain hope.
Brother, I know Michelle's still alive.
I understand it's difficult to admit someone you care about is gone.
Why has everyone given up? We destroyed a Kett's weapon depot, but the detonators failed. Michelle had to set off the explosives by hand.
It put her in the middle of a blast they saw from over the hills.
But Michelle knows demolition like no one else. She knows the safest place to hide.
If your friend is as skilled as you say, it's possible she survived.
Thank you. I've been shouting for so long and no one has listened but you.
Even if I believed you, Anyik won't allow us to go out there. We're needed elsewhere.
If I'm out there, I could survey the area.
Would you? Sky blessed. I've got the nav point. I hope the data is compatible with your, gadget. Whatever you find, please tell me. I just want the truth.
Looking good, team. Ed for Ted. Looking good.
I'm reading a severe
How's
temperature
your
drop.
sister?
Life support at 100%. I'm reading a severe temperature drop. Pathfinder, we are approaching the Kett weapons depot, destroyed by the Resistance.
Good to know. We'll search for any sign of Hana's friend. Life signs in?
Nothing. However, I do detect a faint energy signature from what could be a generator.
Backup power, possibly.
I hear the researchers here drill into the ice in order to study it.
Someone around here probably knows what that ice is for.
Well, that's an enormous ice cube.
That's an entrance.
It's a burned out shell. There's no way anyone survived this.
Hearing things.
It's dead, of course.
If circuitry is intact, we could power it up and gain entrance. I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Ambient temperature is normal. Life support at 100%.
Got it.
Who are you? Are you here to find me? Did Hana send you? Foolish girl. She never knows when to give up.
Whoa, Hana was right and no one believed her.
I shouldn't have survived. Didn't think I would.
End this hurt. End this.
That's all it says. That's all it ever says. I've burned, I've peeled, I've gouged. It won't tell me where they are.
You tortured this person?
It's not a person, it's Ket. They took my family.
I don't care what he is. Torture isn't right. Maybe he doesn't know.
It must know. It must. This is my only chance. If it doesn't know, then I've lost them. I can't lose them.
I'm sorry, but they're gone.
No!
You have friends waiting for you, people who still care. You'll die here.
How could you? It could have told me. I could have found them again.
Go home, Michal.
Fine. I'll signal the base and inform the Resistance of my position.
The temperature is falling, Pathfinder. I'm reading a normal temperature range, Pathfinder.
Are you upset to be the only child of your parents? This team, and your commando team before that, does it satisfy that yearning?
It's a different kind of belonging than family. Here, I can walk away, good or bad. That knowledge is always there.
Yet you stay. For the adventure.
For the adventure.
Sam, another memory prompt?
One of your father's memories is now accessible. Return to Sam Node on the Hyperion to investigate further.
Hostiles ahead!
I'm detecting below normal temperatures. Pathfinder, this area can be mined for resources. You can extract minerals via your mining interface. Temperatures are within acceptable parameters. Life support restored.
Oh, you think I'd make
Michelle just called in. Anix sent a squad to retrieve her. She seemed troubled, but I suppose being trapped in rubble will do that. I'm so happy she's still alive. Skies be bright for you, Ryder.
We're gonna need some kind of stimulant.
I have Kajari and Suma. Or everything else.